Hey guys, this is Ray with Hometown Outdoors. I just wanted to make a quick video here. I'm about to go crazy. I haven't got to fish in about 2 weeks, but got a tournament coming up Saturday. I'm going to fish and just kind of looking through my tackle box here and trying to decide what I want to fish with, and just wanted to make a quick video and kind of a little tutorial about what I like to fish with and pretty much my go-to baits, things that I've got tied on my rods when I go to the lake. Really regardless of the lake I'm fishing, but these baits here are really what I love to fish with. There's some good baits here. This crankbait, it's a square bill crankbait. I don't fish with a crankbait a whole lot, I'm not gonna lie, but doing some research and just kind of watching other YouTube videos and watching some of the pros fish with it, it's a really good bait to use really all summer, all season really. Whether you're around rocks, brush, grass. I wouldn't recommend throwing it in grass, but I would throw it down a bank and reel it down through down beside that grass. I've seen a lot of people catch a lot of fish off these things. This is a KVD series. It's a 4 to 6 foot diver, I believe, square bill. Now I got this color, which is a really orange or something bright for dirty water. That's what I would tie this on in a dirty water condition, just for visibility, because you can really see that bait. You're kind of at a disadvantage when the water's really dirty, so I want to have something that's really bright that I can use just to kind of help the fish and just try to get a reaction, or just a strike, because they cannot see the visibility. With dirty water, it's probably a foot or two, maybe 3. But you want a really bright color if you're fishing with dirty water. Now I got a couple of these. It's in a kind of a shad pattern. It's a light white color, silvers. I always tie those on when I'm fishing clear water, clean water. Same with these other baits. One of my favorites here is a chatterbait, or vibrating jig. A lot of people call it a vibrating jig. Great locator bait. I love to fish with this if I'm just trying to locate where the fish are, what they're doing. I'll throw this thing just about anywhere. It's pretty weedless. I like to throw a lot in grass because it normally gets a good reaction bite, and you can kind of figure out a pattern with this, whether they're biting or not. It's a good locator bait. Same with a spinner bait. I have to say, a buddy of mine got me on these spinner baits. I've never fished with him, never really gave him the time of day, and I went with him and caught a few off of them. Love it. It's a great bait. It's weedless also. You throw this thing 6 or 8 feet back in a grass bed and reel it right through it, and fish just eat it up. As you can see, this one it's pretty much destroyed. The paint's knocked off of it. Eyes gone. It's bent all up. Just a great bait. I will switch up colors, because colors do make a difference. I like the same, kind of the same thing I said with the crankbait here. I'll go with a more natural color. If it's a clear water situation. If it's a dirty water situation, I will try to find something as bright as I can. I got white. White and chartreuse is a great choice. I like solid white just to get that visibility out. But you can go oranges, greens, any of those things are bright where the fish can see that bait and give yourself a little better chance to land a fish. But these two I've always got tied on. Had a lot of luck with them. A frog, obviously, I love to top water fish. Don't fish with a frog a whole lot. I will when it slows down and you really can't find a bite. I'll go to a top water plug. Now if they're really biting, or if I'm trying to locate, I'll tie on a buzz bait, because I love to fish with a buzz bait also. But a lot of times you got to have the right conditions to fish with a buzz bait. Me personally, I like it when it's really hot, those 75-80 degree mornings, and I'll just throw a buzz bait up and down a grass bed and try to target fish and try to get strikes. Sometimes it works, often it works, sometimes it don't. A swim jig here, another bait that don't fish a whole lot with. I will tie it on and we'll throw it in the grass around logs and things like that when I'm not able to locate a pattern or get on the fish consistently. Something I'm kind of learning to fish with. I haven't fished with it a whole lot, but I can give some updates on that if I have some luck with it. I know a lot of people fish with these jigs. I don't like the football jigs that much because I like to fish fast, but swim jig, put a trailer on this thing and just throw it, man. Almost what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna throw it and just see if I can find some kind of a pattern, see if I can find what they like, the bait speed. They like it fast, slow, dropping, diving, all those things. But that's a bait that I am not familiar with. I've just recently bought some of these just to try them and try to get used to them. And the last thing here, when all else fails, I'll go to a good old finesse worm. Never lets me down. I've caught so many fish off this. I'll tie this baby on when it's really slow. I know me and Josh, a buddy of mine, runs the page with me. Is actually who I fish tournaments with. We fished one a couple weeks ago, and man, we caught a couple early on a spinnerbait, but really died out probably 8:30, 9 o'clock, and really wasn't doing a whole lot of nothing. We only had one fish in the live well, and I went to this, it's a Pumpkin Magic finesse worm, 6-inch, and I started catching them, man. Problem was we didn't catch any big ones. I caught a couple of keepers, a couple right on the verge of being kept, but any finesse worm, I like the watermelon red, the watermelon seed. This Pumpkin Magic, man, it's a great worm when the conditions are rough and you're fishing slow. I love the fish with this, and I'll put that thing on a bass hook. I won't even put a weight on it, and I'll fish it as slow as possible, and it really works in situations. I caught a bunch of fish off this with just fishing points, off of rock beds, off of rock banks, rock bottoms, and stumps and stuff. Just a great bait to go to when the going gets tough. Just personally one of my favorites. If I'm, I like to, like I said earlier, I like to fish fast, but if it slows down to the point where I can't even entice a bite with any of these other baits here, I will go to that worm and I'll stick to it because I'm confident with it. I'm comfortable with fishing with it. So just a few things here that I like to fish with. I will be posting the video. We have a tournament Saturday, as I said. Don't know where it's going to be at yet. We're drawing for that tomorrow, and hopefully it's not Lake Tillery. I love Lake Tillery. It's just not a great lake for big fish. It doesn't produce a lot of big fish, and hoping Baden, Tuckertown, any of those lakes that you catch, a lot better fish. Just a better quality of fish, bigger fish. I bet me and Josh, we probably caught 15 or 20 little dinks, and it sucks when you're in a tournament because you're catching fish, but it's not the fish that you need to catch to put in a live well to take back. So I will be making a video on the tournament, and hopefully, guys, this video helps you out. These are just, like I said, some baits I love to fish with. If you're into bass fishing and you like the bass fish, for me, try these baits. These are some of the best baits you can use. Love fishing. I love all types of fishing, but here I've got into bass fishing. But just great baits. They're affordable, they're easy to fish with, and they catch you fish. So check my video out. Try these baits if you don't use them. If you want to use them, try them out, and remember to like my page and subscribe. Thank you.